Okay, so in this video here, we're going to take a look at how to find slope. I'm going to use the example of a roof. And so let's put that on there. Here we have a diagram of a roof. Now you can think of kind of a general house with a sloped roof, which comes to a point on top, and there's some sort of slope on there. Now you can, if you can envision a roof, you can probably imagine that some roofs are very steep and some roofs are not as steep. Okay, if it helps, some roofs are easy to fall off of and other roofs are not so easy to fall off of. And we can represent how steep a roof is by using the slope. And it's something that we use in linear functions as well to describe a line. I'm going to take a look and show you how to find the slope of this roof that's given to you on the screen there. And we're going to take a look at one side of it. Okay, so we're going to look at that slanted line on one side. Now, step one for when we want to determine the slope is we need to pick 2 points on a graph or on a line. In this case, it's going to be 2 points along our slope. They can be any 2 points. I recommend always choosing nice points. So I'm going to take these two right there. You can see with the little blue dots to represent those 2 points. Second thing that we need to do is we need to figure out the rise or the vertical change between the 2 points. Now you'll notice in the formula above there in that white box, it says that the m, which happens to be our slope, okay, is the rise divided by the run, or rise over run. I like to keep it as a fraction, but we can put it into a decimal as well through division. Now the rise is the change in the y value. So the change in the y value is going to be the change in the vertical, so up and down, from point 1 to point 2. And that's this line right here. So you'll notice that I'm going from that bottom blue point to the top blue point, but I'm going only vertical. I'm not going any slant or horizontal at all, only going vertical. Okay, because the second thing that we need to do is look at the horizontal, and this is going to be strictly the horizontal or side to side distance between these 2 points, and that's this line right here. So what we have here is we have our rise, or the change in the y values, which is vertical, over the run, which happens to be the change in the x values, which is the horizontal. These are the two pieces that represent our slope. Now, when we combine these into a fraction, it's going to represent it as a number to represent how steep a slope is. So let's take a look at the next parts here. We know our formula that's given to us just above there. It's m, okay? So m being our slope is rise over run. Our formula that we're going to plug in here is m is equal to 7 over 10, which gives us a slope of 0.7. Now, 0.7, that can be a bit of an arbitrary number, but it represents how steep the slope is. The higher the number, the more steep a slope is. The lower the number, the more flat a slope is, or the less steep a slope is. So I hope that that helps, and it gives you a bit of a representation of how we can find the slope of a line based on the rise and the run of a graph that's given here. Thank you for watching.